Hey, what is going on, guys? Lon here from Android Authority, and they're big, they're bulky, but they protect your phone. Today we're going to be taking a look at the best of what Otterbox has to offer to protect your Samsung Galaxy S5, the differences between them all, and their pros and cons to help you decide which one is right for you. The Samsung Galaxy S5 might be dust and water resistant, but the phone isn't necessarily built like a tank. But what is built like a tank is the Otterbox Defender, arguably one of the most well-known cases from Otterbox, and if you want maximum protection from pretty much anything, the Otterbox Defender is the case to get. In order to protect your S5, the Otterbox Defender is comprised of two parts. There's the rubber outer casing to help absorb any sort of shock from when you might drop it, and a plastic inner shell comprised of two halves with a built-in screen protector on the front. Installation takes a little bit of time, but that's to be expected with a case like this. You first start off by inserting your Galaxy S5 into the back piece, and don't worry about scratching up your phone as there is a soft foam lining on the inside to prevent any damage. Place on the front piece and go around making sure the two pieces are securely snapped together. Once that is done, all that's left is to slip the phone into the rubber casing, and you'll want to go around the lip of the case and press down any parts that are loose until it's all firmly connected. If you've ever owned an Otterbox Defender before, you'll know that this is quite a hefty case, and on the S5 it's no exception, but the Defender has always been about function over form more than anything else. The case fits extremely well, and all the cutouts for the sensors, ports, speakers, and camera are nice and large, so there's no issues with anything being obstructed. The camera is also now recessed, protecting it from getting scratched up. The power and volume keys are covered, but they're still very nice and easy to press, and the built-in screen protector on the front sits very flush with the screen of the phone, and I haven't noticed any issues with touchscreen sensitivity. If you're wondering about the home button, it does make it completely flush, but it's still very easy to press, and there's no problems with using the fingerprint scanner either. There's also an additional third piece that serves as a belt clip and doubles as a kickstand for propping up your phone for viewing media. All in all, the Otterbox Defender is one of the best Otterboxes out there in terms of protection, and it's the only one that comes with a belt clip / kickstand. It does cost a pretty penny at $60 directly through Otterbox, but you can find it for a little bit cheaper through third-party retailers like Amazon, and if you're a clumsy person, you happen to drop your phone a lot, this might be worth the investment to protect your $650 phone. Next up is the Otterbox Commuter, and this case is not quite as big and bulky as the Defender, but it'll still offer great drop protection, and it's also a heck of a lot easier to install. It's comprised of two parts with a soft silicone shell on the inside and a hard plastic shell on the outside. Installation is very simple, just slip the S5 into the silicone piece and then line up the plastic shell with the ports and grooves and press it on firmly to complete the installation. Once it's on the phone, the case fits very nice and snug, and again, there's no issues with any of the cutouts on the buttons and ports. They're all very large and line up well, and the volume and power keys are still very easy to press. There's also a pretty nicely sized lip on the front to help protect your screen. Again, this case is not as bulky as the Defender, but it's still going to protect your phone from virtually any drop. There's no built-in screen protector, but Otterbox does include a screen protector in the box that you can apply separately if you really want to. This case costs between $40 to $45 depending on which color you pick, and is a great option if you want that Otterbox protection without adding a crazy amount of bulk to your phone. Case number 3 is the Commuter wallet, which is essentially the Commuter but with an extra trick up its sleeve. Just like the regular Commuter, it's a two-piece case, a silicone piece on the inside with a hard shell on the outside. Installation is just as simple and easy as the regular Commuter. Just slip the silicone piece on first, followed by the outer plastic shell. Again, there's no problems with fitment on this case either. It fits just as well as the regular Commuter. All the buttons and ports line up well, and the power and volume keys are still easy to press. Now you'll notice right away that it's not quite as slim as the regular Commuter, and that's because the back piece slides out, giving you a place to store your license and credit cards, hence the name wallet. This case retails for $45 and is a great concept if you're the type of person that doesn't like carrying a lot of stuff around and you want to consolidate your phone and wallet into one, taking away an additional item that you would normally have to carry, and at the same time you're not sacrificing any protection. If anything, you're probably getting a little bit more protection due to the added thickness. Just be careful with this case, because if you lose your phone, you lose your wallet too. Our fourth case is the Otterbox Symmetry, and out of all the Otterboxes, this is probably the slimmest and easiest case to install that you can find from Otterbox. The case is made of silicone around the buttons and front lip, and the back is made of hard plastic, but unlike other Otterbox cases, this one is comprised of a single piece. It's basically the commuter case, but with two materials being fused into one, if you want to think of it that way. The phone slides right into the case with not much effort at all, and while it is thin for an Otterbox, it's still pretty meaty with a thick lip on the front, and the camera is still nicely recessed on the back. The bottom portion of the phone is partially exposed, so the drop protection might not be quite as good, so that's just something to take note of with this case, especially if protection is your #1 priority, but it should still hold up pretty well against the average drop. The Otterbox Symmetry retails between $40 to $45, and if you want an Otterbox case that's very easy to install and offers a decent amount of protection that won't turn your phone into a complete brick, this case might be the one for you. The fifth and final case is the Otterbox Preserver. The Galaxy S5 is already dust and water resistant, but on top of giving your phone protection, the Preserver makes your S5 even more water and dust resistant, if that's actually possible. It's very similar to the Defender in terms of its bulk, the foam cushioning on the inside, and a built-in screen protector giving you 360 degrees of protection from even the most brutal drops. Installation is fairly easy and quick. You first start by slipping your Galaxy S5 into the front piece and then carefully place on the back piece, making sure the sides and corners are firmly snapped into place. The removal process, however, is a little bit cumbersome, requiring you to use the included tool to help you pry apart the corners. You can use your hands to pry it off if you want, but trust me, you're better off just using the tool. In order for this case to be waterproof, there are flaps on both the 3.5mm headphone jack and the micro USB port, but I do notice the flap on the S5 itself is pretty much impossible to reach with this case on, meaning you'll either have to use something to pry the flap open or take off the case at night just to charge your phone. Just like the Defender, the Preserver turns the S5 into a tank of a phone, but this is for people who want maximum protection and don't mind the added bulk. Overall, this case fits extremely well. The only other problem I've had with the Preserver is the buttons are a little bit stiffer and harder to press in comparison to some of the other Otterboxes. That could change over time as the case gets broken in, but it's something to keep in mind if you do decide to get this case. Otterbox claims that this case is waterproof up to 6.5 feet for up to 30 minutes, so this is a perfect choice if you want to take a deeper swim with your Galaxy S5, but for a price of $40 to $45, I would like to see Otterbox fix the problem with the stiff buttons and the very hard to reach micro USB port. And so there you have it for this Otterbox roundup for the Samsung Galaxy S5. Hopefully this video gave you a better idea as to the differences between all of these cases and their pros and cons. Obviously, some of these cases are a little bit thicker and bulkier, but offer a lot more protection, and some of these cases are slimmer at the expense of offering less protection, but hopefully this video helped you decide which one might be the best for you. But that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below, and also subscribe to the channel, which is also down below. And once you're done doing all of that, make sure to check out the website at androidauthority.com, because we are your source for all things Android.